last night. And again, I'm going to show you past examples. You want to pay attention because some of these free alerts have been insane. So some of this information is usually reserved just for members of this AI, but due to the concerns people have about the growing impact, I'm going to make an exception because I want you guys to understand how important this is for AI or for trading. Not only because of how confident I am in this AI's ability to see incredible opportunities, but because of the difference I know. I use this thing every day, okay? I use it every day. I know it can make a real difference to you, and I want you to give the ability to do that. Edward says, as a new trader, I've made some great profits, all thanks to the smart selections. And all I have to do is wait for my AI to alert which stock to buy and follow the instructions. So this is a free pick, guys, that I gave away a couple months ago on a webinar like this. So I want you to stick around for that free pick, okay? A couple months ago, same webinar, kind of the same presentation. I gave out MSTR, went up 66%. Altria, almost up 30%. Super Micro, this was another free pick, just like today's. I want you guys to stick around, and I want you to know what this stock is. I did the webinar a couple months ago on Super Micro, free pick. It went up 140% after the webinar. Each of these trades were shared for free. I do these webinars about once a month. It's swing trading, so these trades take a little longer. All three of those trades were shared inside a webinar just like this. So pay attention. That's the kind of massive opportunity we're looking at with this new forecast. And all you have to do is follow the AI. It tells you where to buy. It tells you what stock to trade, where to buy it. It tells you everything. Like I'll show you that here in a second. There's zero guessing games. That's the beauty of AI. So understand, this thing doesn't just spit out tickers, okay? It's way more sophisticated than that. It's not like it just gives you tickers. It actually gives you a full breakdown analysis of the fundamentals as well as the technicals, a full report, and actually tells you the exact price to buy the stock at, where to take profits, and where to stop out if the trade goes against you. So does that sound good? Like, to those of you struggling to find good stocks, does that sound good? The fact that it doesn't just give you tickers. It's not like it just spits out tickers. It actually tells you the full reason why the stock is in play with a full analysis, and also tells you exactly the price where to buy it, exactly where to take profits. Does that sound good? Give me a yes or no. This is not Oracle, guys. So guys, a lot of you are asking, is this Oracle? No. Oracle, and I'll talk about this later. If you look at the poll, guys, Oracle is for day trading penny stocks, and it's amazing. We're talking about swing trading, okay? We're talking about swing trading here. So if you look at the poll, guys, and actually give me an answer to the poll. And the poll is there for a reason. Oracle is absolutely amazing, total game changer. We crushed about 5 penny stocks yesterday, but those are penny stocks that you would never hold overnight, okay? Please, guys, never hold penny stocks overnight. Never swing trade penny stocks. Penny stocks are for day trading, quick in and out. What we're here today to talk about is swing trades. Swing trades are the stocks that you can hold overnight. You don't have to worry about the pattern day trader rule. You don't have to worry about watching them every second of the day, okay? You just let them work. You basically automate them. Now, what I recommend is you do both. You day trade when you have time, because it takes time, okay? You got to watch these stocks. When you're really busy, you swing trade. Or if you're a full-time trader like I am, or you work from home, you do both. You do both, okay? So that being said, my friends, this is not about day trading penny stocks. So, excuse me. Antonio, actually, thank you for bringing that up because I usually say this at the beginning. Guys, I'm known for a penny stock day trader. Okay, that's what I do. But if you're here for day trading penny stocks, okay, this is not the webinar for you. Check out Oracle if you want to day trade penny stocks. It's a game changer. So I'm going to say it one more time because I don't want you to be here for the wrong reasons, okay? What we're talking about today is stocks that can deliver day trade-like gains. They simply take a few days or a few weeks, okay? But all of these stocks you can safely hold overnight. You don't have to worry about the pattern day trader rule, okay? And if you're really busy, this is the best strategy for you, okay? Like if you're really busy, day trading can be tough sometimes. Swing trading, you basically automate the trades, and I teach you how to do that. So there we go. So if you're here for day trading penny stocks, not the webinar for you, check out Oracle. Okay, sorry, but it was good. Thank you, Antonio, because usually I do mention that at the beginning, and thank you for reminding me. So that being said, the free trade alert's coming up. It's laid out a few opportunities that could skyrocket in the coming weeks and months. These are longer term trades, okay? And sometimes these trades have even exceeded my expectations. Like the other week when it alerted me to LUMN Technologies. So guys, I do a 6 p.m. swing trade strategy session every Monday night. Every night I go live at 6 p.m. and we talk about overnight swing trades. LUMN was the number one stock that my AI selected. The AI did all of the work, okay? That is the left side of that blue arrow. This was the number one swing trade of the week, the number one overnight trade, and within 24 hours, it had gone up 175%. And we went over it live on a swing trade strategy session. So if you were there, you knew the exact stock to buy. Now, Nicole was there. Jeez, sorry about the throat clearing, guys, live webinar. So Nicole was on that webinar, and she said, thank you for the swing report last night. On LUMN, I had 2 green trades, one of my best trading days, and I just started in April. Now, one thing, I love that Nicole did really well, and I love that she was there on the strategy session, but I do need to correct Nicole. She thanked me. Now, I like compliments, okay, but she shouldn't have thanked me because I didn't do anything. Now, listen, I've been trading 20 years. I built this AI. I built it. But I want you guys to understand she shouldn't have thanked me. She should have thanked the AI because I didn't do anything. I just asked the AI for the best stock and gave it to the people on the strategy session, just like I'm going to do with today's stock. Today's stock, I did 0 work, 0 research. I spent about 3 seconds on today's stock. And you can do the same. Does that make sense? Let me know in chat. Did I explain that properly? I'm going to grab a drink anyway because of my throat. Does it make sense that she shouldn't have thanked me, even though I love compliments? I spent 3 seconds of work. So just like the other day on Instill Bio, guys, this was a swing trade, a 3-day swing trade that went up 300% from the AI's prediction. 300% in 3 days, guys. And this is a verified, real trade alert from last week on TIL. And all you had to do was open up that stock report from this AI, look at the entry price, which was $25 a share, and it went to $92, 300% in 3 days. 300% in 3 days, guys. This is just last week. So, would you like to trade stocks like this? Would you like to have had this alert on TIL? overnight trade, stress-free trade. Like you literally didn't even have to look at this thing. Would you like to be able to know about these stocks before they move 300% and have the stress-free, semi-automated trades? So I got a lot of yeses. Okay, guys, I'm going to do one quick thing, and I'm going to only mention this once. Okay? I'm only going to mention this once, so please pay attention. I only do these webinars about once a month because these are longer term trades. Okay? These trades take a few days to play out. So I don't do them every day because we got to let the trades work. So you're here on a Saturday. You devoted your time, and I respect you for doing that. I'm here on a Saturday because I want to help you. Iris is a very limited, closed group of traders. It's a very small group, and I do it that way for a reason, because I want to be able to spend the time to teach you how to trade these stocks, how to maximize the returns, how to do all that. So it's an extremely small group. And I only open these webinars up roughly once a month, and I only let in a few individual people. So, and I'm going to only mention this once, but I want you to know, by the end of this webinar, all of the limited spots will be full. Every single time I do a webinar, they fill up. So if you want to lock in your spot, you want to lock in a spot and not get to the end of the webinar and worry about missing, drop your cell phone number in chat right now. Now, don't put your cell phone number in chat unless you're committed, unless you actually want to trade stocks like TIL, like if you actually want access to this technology. Like, don't put your cell phone in just for something to do. Don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my team's time. But if you want access to this thing every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, this AI never sleeps, and you showed up here on a Saturday and you want your chance at one of those limited spots, put that cell phone number in, but don't do it unless you're serious. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. Don't waste the team's time. Okay. So I said that at 10:19 a.m. All right? 10:19 a.m. I'm going to put that in chat. Okay? It's in chat. So if we get to this webinar, end of the webinar, and there's no spots left, I told you at 10:19 a.m. Okay? And I'm not saying that to be mean. Hopefully I don't sound rude, but I limit the spots for a reason. And I gave you your shot. Now, what you do with that is up to you. But if we get to the end of the webinar and you can't get in, 10:19 a.m., I told you what was going to happen. Okay? Listen, guys, trading TIL, you could turn $5,000 into $20,000. Like, who wants to trade these stocks in 3 days? Guys, that was a 3-day swing trade. $5,000 into $20,000 in 3 days. Have you ever made that kind of money in your life? Now, maybe you got it. Maybe you have. Maybe you've made that kind of money in 3 days. I don't know. But that trade from a week ago, verified trade from the AI, could have turned $5,000 into $20,000 in 3 days. Have you ever made that kind of money in 3 days? Now, will every trade opportunity work out that well? Listen, that was an exceptional example. Okay? But this is what I love about AI so much. It gives you the best stocks, when to buy them. It breaks down the complete trading strategy with portfolio allocation, stop losses, risk to reward ratios, so you're fully covered. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to give you that trade plan here in a minute. So let me give you a background on today's ticker symbol. It also received an AI score of 8.9 out of 10. This means a massive move could be imminent, just like we saw with MGNX. Remember, MGNX was a free alert that I gave out, went up 75%. This is another free alert, just like today's free alert. CTMX went up 192%. Again, TIL last week, $25 entry, alerted by the AI, went up 300% in 3 days. So I want you to have this alert, okay? I'm going to give you the full details later. But first, you have to see how this AI works for yourself. So my name is Tim Bowen. I started an internet company 2 years out of high school. I graduated high school in 1992, graduated in 1994, built that company up over about 15 years. I started trading in 2006 because I was kind of bored at the business. I traded part-time for 6 or 7 years. In 2013, my trading-related income had actually replaced the business income. Because of that, I sold the business, retired at the age of 38. Since then, I've been a full-time trader. And now what I do is I use my 20 years of trading experience and my almost 40 years of technology experience to design artificial intelligence and algorithms just like Iris. So guys, I got the background. So a lot of you are saying, is this, like some of you are asking about some of these other scam AIs, okay? I won't mention names, but some of you are mentioning some of these scammy algorithms and AIs you see out there. Listen, I want you to ask those guys. Ask those guys, do you have over 40 years of professional technology experience? Did you start an internet company in 1994? Okay. Have you been trading and developing technologies like this for over 20 years? Okay. So I got the tech background. I've got the trading background. They don't. Okay. So you can keep mentioning some of these other names. I guarantee they're probably all scams. Ask them what their tech background is. Ask them what their trading background is, and ask them to show you a track record like I have showed you. And they won't, because they can't. So here at Stocks Trade, it's our job to listen to you and figure out where you're struggling and to help you solve those problems. That's why I use my technology and trading background to help you solve these problems, which means we're always diving through the latest technological breakthroughs in order to do this. And it goes without saying, the biggest technology of all time is AI. AI is bigger than fire. Okay, fire was a technology. AI is bigger than the wheel. AI is bigger than the steam engine. It's bigger than the nuclear reactor. It's bigger than the personal computer. It's bigger than the internet. It's bigger than the personal phone. This is the greatest technology that has ever existed in the history of mankind. And I can tell you that because I got a technology background. Because of this, I was recently invited to the New York Stock Exchange to discuss this technology. That's me in the gray coat. This is the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. They heard about this AI. They've actually invited me out twice. This picture is from last fall. I went back again in July. We've been recognized as an industry leaders for years, creating Wall Street grade solutions for retail traders. I have thousands of testimonials. I've changed thousands of people's lives. Tim Bowen is fantastic, and I love his leadership and mentorship. I see STT as a unique opportunity in an industry filled with fakes, okay? And fakes, this industry is full of them, especially in the AI side of trading. Guys, keep your eyes peeled, okay? Nobody has my tech background. Nobody has my trading background, and they're all fake. They're all scammers. They're all losers, and they probably live in their mom's basement. Okay. I have a beautiful house. I have hundreds of acres of hunting land. I have a boat. I've got hundreds of guns. Whoops, I probably shouldn't say that, but I do. But listen, guys, I'm successful because I'm real. Okay. I've been doing this. I built a business, an internet company in the early 90s. I sold that business, went into full-time trading. I have tech. I have trading background. I'm as legit as they get, and I've been around, and I'm not going anywhere. Everybody else is a fake, a loser, and probably live in their mom's basement. I change people's lives literally every day. With the speed of AI's growth, I know it's been hard to keep up. AI actually reached 100 million users 42 times faster than the internet did. And I helped build the internet, remember? With its abilities, they're growing exponentially, over 1 million times increase in the next few years. So you shouldn't be surprised that Wall Street is using this tech right now. JP Morgan has given all of its traders AI. Remember what I said earlier? That AI isn't going to replace traders, but traders who use AI will. JP Morgan, guys, every single one of its employees is powered with AI now. And if you don't have AI, you're going to get left behind. If you have any money in the market, you need to be playing on a level playing field, which is why I'm going to give you that free trade alert here in a minute. But before I tell you the ticker, you might be wondering, how could my AI know this stock could make such a big move? There's a lot of science, data, and research behind this AI. When it comes down to finding good trades, it really boils down to just two distinct things. First one is time. All of you have limited time. 99% of you are part-time traders. You have very limited time. There simply aren't enough hours in the day to analyze, research every single stock across the exchanges. There's thousands of stocks. Second is the quality of the research and analysis itself. Let's face it, we're flawed. We're humans. AI doesn't make mistakes. No matter how smart we think we are, or how much time we spend analyzing one stock, you'll always come up short. There's thousands of stocks every day. Even if you were to perfectly analyze a stock, think about this. So guys, think about your favorite stock right now. Actually, type your favorite swing trade in chat. What's your favorite idea for a swing trade? And remember, swing trades are stocks that we overnight, we don't have to worry about the pattern day trader rule. They're higher quality stocks that we can let work over days and weeks and still accomplish day trade like gains. So what's your favorite swing trade? Drop me some tickers. Macy's, ABR, PLTR. Charles, this AI crushed PLTR, by the way. So, Tesla, I like Tesla. So, actually, I'll show you PLTR in a minute. So, a lot of you guys like PLTR. Allow me to show you something, my friends. Right here, guys. So actually, let me share this with you. So there, I put in chat my notes from the swing trade strategy session. So a couple weeks ago, the number one stock by this AI was PLTR. And we had a buy at right here, and the stock is almost at the goal. Okay. So I put that link in chat. So guys, that link that I showed you is the exact same trade report that I'm going to share you with on a different stock. Now, a lot of you were asking about Palantir. Guys, this is 2 weeks ago, and this stock is playing out perfectly. So all of you asking about PLTR, here's the beauty of this AI, guys. You could ask it about PLTR or any stock 24/7, and you would have known to buy this way back in the early 30s, and it's almost at the goal. And I want to stress this again, guys. This was the number one trade of the week 2 weeks ago on the strategy session. I want to explain this because it's really important. I didn't do anything. The AI did this entire analysis including entries, exits, risk management, technical analysis, bullishness, bearishness, risk level, everything. And this trade is playing out perfectly. Now, this was not a free pick, okay? I like today's free pick. This was a members-only pick from the AI. So all of you asking about Palantir, what do I do? Where do I buy? You need the AI, because you could be asking this thing about this stock right now, whether you should stay in it, whether you should take profits, whether you should put on a new position. Now, I mentioned I wouldn't say this. I said I was only going to mention it once. But guys, all these stocks you're asking about, and a lot of you were asking about PLTR, we nailed it 2 weeks ago. And actually about 6 months ago too. So last time, I promise, last time I'll tell you, spots are filling up, okay? So already some of the spots have filled up. If you're waiting to put your cell phone number in chat, man, last time, you're going to miss out. We get to the end of the webinar, you're going to want in, it's going to say spots filled. And I'm going to say, you know what? I told you at 10:19 a.m. So back to all those tickers you guys typed in. You have about 15 seconds to analyze every stock in the market equally. So the timer's running. Can you analyze the financials? Can you analyze the chart? Can you pick an entry? Can you pick a stop loss? Can you pick a goal? Do you know the risk level and the portfolio allocation? Guess what? Time up. Time's up. So all those tickers in chat, 15 seconds. Can you do that? Can you analyze the chart, analyze the risk level, look at the financials, look at the SEC filings, understand whether there's insider buys or sells, determine an entry and exit and a stop loss in 15 seconds? You can't, but this AI can. That's the power of AI. And I know this animation is kind of dorky. You can't do it. I've been trading 20 years. I can't do it in 15 seconds. I can't even come close. So, getting a complete picture of a stock in 15 seconds is possible for a human. Only AI can handle that kind of task. Teresa says, is this only high price stocks? No, Teresa, I have showed you $2 stocks already. I showed you a $2 stock a little while ago. So guys, a lot of them are higher priced, but think about it. Teresa, TIL. So guys, TIL is a $25 stock. If you had 50 shares of TIL. See, and this is one of the things that bugs me about people with small accounts. They think they can't trade these stocks. And it drives me nuts because for whatever reason, people think they can't trade these stocks. If you had 50 shares, if a trader with a small account had 50 shares of TIL, that's a $1,250 position, and it went up 300%. You're talking about $2,500 in profits in 3 days with a small account. Now, maybe that's not good enough for you? Okay. So is $2,500 in 3 days I mean, listen, if that's not good enough for you, okay, that's fine. But I think you're crazy. This was a semi-automated trade. All you had to do was plug the levels from the AI into your brokerage account and $2,500 in 3 days. Now, if that's not good enough for you, then I would recommend jumping off the webinar. Like if turning $1,200 into $3,700 in 3 days is not good enough for you, FYI, guys, here comes a little tough love. You guys ready? Here's the tough love. If 1,200 into 3,700 in 3 days on an almost automated trade is not good enough for you, then you have the get-rich-quick mindset. You don't want to take time to grow your account, to see success, scale up over time. You are a gambler, you are a loser, and you have the get-rich-quick mindset, because if $2,500 in 3 days on an almost automated trade with a small account is not good enough for you, then you will fail at trading. You will fail. You will fail, you will blow up, and you will lose all of your money because you have the get-rich-quick mindset. So I would recommend, if $2,500 in a few days ain't good enough with a small account, please leave the webinar now, because you will never succeed at trading. I've been doing this 20 years. I've been mentoring people for 10. You will fail. And I'm sorry for the tough love, but it is the reality. So if anyone says I can't trade these stocks with a small account for the rest of the webinar, I'm going to ignore it, because I just proved to you what you could have done with TIL last week with a small account. So is anybody unclear on if these stocks can be traded with a small account? Guess what? You won't have a small account for long. You won't have to worry about having a small account if you trade these stocks. All right. Calm down. Serenity now. But seriously, it drives me nuts, because I do these webinars about once a month, and I show some of these $15 stocks or $20 stocks, and people say the same thing. They say the same thing. They're like, I can't trade them. I can't do it. I got a small account, and it drives me nuts. If you didn't have the get-rich-quick mindset, you would be giddy with $2,500 in 3 days. And guess what? You wouldn't have a small account for long. So guys, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit here. I'm going to get to the Q&A. So I see all the questions in chat. I'm going to skip ahead. I feel like I've shown you enough examples already. So most of my deck is examples, okay? I already showed you 20 different examples. You guys don't seem that interested in the examples, but like I could show you. Do you guys want to see 50? Actually, let me ask. Do you guys want to see 50 more amazing trades, or do you just want to get to the Q&A? I'll leave it up to you guys. Because I feel like I keep showing you these examples and you guys are just making excuses. Okay, people want to see. Okay, cool. All right, let me go back. All right. So Intel, 25% on the stock, 200% on the options. Uber, 27% gain. US Steel, 55% gain. Microsoft, 200% gain. All of these real stocks. Let me skip back here. Bluebird, okay. Bluebird is another example. CDNA, okay. Here's CDNA. This stock went up 168% from the IRIS predicted level. 168%. Took a couple weeks. Let me jump back to the, whoops, let me go back to these. And there's Bluebird, CDLX. So CDLX was down 50%, beat down stock. Investors Observer was saying it was time to dump the stock. So all the mainstream media said it was time to dump CDLX. When I plugged it in the AI, it told me to buy the stock. So I bought the stock, and guess what? It went up 80% in 4 weeks. From $2.50 to $8. So CDLX, guys, was a $2 stock. $2 stock went up 80% in 4 weeks, and it was basically an automated trade. Here's some more. So this strategy has identified over the last couple of years 45 stocks that went up more than 100%. So you can peruse this list. All of these are household names. All of these are swing trades. All of these are set it and forget it kind of trades. And all of these were identified by this strategy. AMD, 581%. Lattice Semiconductor, 800%. 800%. Enphase Energy. Now, Enphase Energy took a few months. It took a few months. 3,229%. This stock went from about $9 to 200 plus. And it had an 8.5 score. Today's stock has an 8.9. Now, this was one of the best IRIS has ever predicted. Enphase Energy, this was an outlier. Okay, I want to be clear. This was an outlier. But what if you would have had IRIS on this stock? Like $8 or $9 to 200 plus. Think about it. You could add like 100 shares. It was an $8 or $9 stock when IRIS predicted it. Listen, there's 7 stocks on this list that went up more than 1,000%. Lower left, Blink, 2,400%. Lower left, Plug Power, 1,500%. Middle right, NIO, 1,600%. Middle of the middle column, Mark, 2,200%. Bottom of the middle column, AXXA, 1,700%. GameStop, 992%, just below AXXA. Upper right, Enphase Energy, 3,000%. Lower right, AXXXM, 1,200%. And there's 200s and 300s and 500s and 600s and 700s and 900s and hundreds. So who wants IRIS? Give me a yes or no. Do you want this thing? Because I don't know what more I can show you. Now, I got more, and I'm going to give you the free trade alert. This isn't some bait and switch. Fran, it's absolutely a fraction of that. So Fran says if Iris costs $50K, it's worth it. I agree, Iris. Or not Iris. I agree. But guys, it doesn't cost $50K. Fran. I got your name wrong, Fran. Fran, Iris isn't anywhere close to 50 grand. Not even close. Now, Fran thinks it's worth 50 grand. So, Fran, what I'd recommend doing is dropping your cell phone number, talking to my team, because spots are filling up already. So, nowhere close to 50 grand. Let me get to the Q&A, guys. So you guys said you wanted examples. I showed you the examples. I just showed you about 50 stocks, okay? So what's the AI programming behind Iris? Guys, again, and I know I keep saying it, but after I showed those results, a bunch of people joined, okay? Once I showed those results, a bunch of people joined. So if you're waiting, I wouldn't wait any longer. So what's the AI programming behind Iris? I can't share all the details, but it's based on 9 patent pending critical criteria, including earnest, catalyst, price action metrics, full breakdown of the financials, and each has an individual weighting. They all play a critical role in determining the momentum of any stock, and they all have an individual weighting. Next question. I have a full-time job. Is this practical for me? I don't say this lightly. In my personal opinion, if you have a full-time job and you don't have much time to trade, this is the best option for you. Guys, if you're really busy, you need to be swing trading. I can't stress that enough. I day trade every day. I recommend day trading. Check out Oracle if you don't have Oracle. But the point is, day trading with a full-time job can be tough sometimes. When you're really busy, it can be tough. These are swing trades. You can literally just let them work. My AI is trained to find stocks showing strong long-term momentum. Oh, listen, guys, some of you already have Oracle. Antonio and some of you guys, listen, guys, if you already have Oracle, actually, let me ask, I'm going to drop a poll because it sounds like a lot of you have Oracle, which is incredible for day trading. How many have Oracle? Let me drop that poll. Okay, so about half of you already have Oracle. Guys, obviously you know Oracle's amazing. We crushed a bunch of day trades. I usually don't ask this. I'm glad Antonio reminded me. If you have Oracle, guys, please talk to the team because we have a bundle that is a ridiculous value. Okay, so, and I'm going to say it one more time. If you have Oracle, you know it's amazing for day trading penny stocks. Like it's an absolute game changer. Please, if you want to add swing trading to your arsenal, which is what I do both, and I recommend doing both. Please drop that number, return the call, and ask about the bundle because it's a ridiculous price because you already have Oracle. Please, if you're at all thinking about Iris and you already know how amazing Oracle is, please at least talk to the team, because the bundle is ridiculous. It's ridiculous what you get, and it's ridiculous the discount. Okay? And Antonio, I owe you a beer. Okay? Antonio, if I ever meet you, I owe you a beer, because I didn't realize half of you have Oracle. Okay? I didn't know that. Okay? I just figured maybe a couple of you did. Okay? So Antonio, I'm glad you brought that up, because listen, if you want Iris, the bundle is ridiculous. Okay? So, sorry, but I didn't know half of you had Oracle. I didn't realize that. So as we see from these examples, these price swings take a few weeks to a couple months. And hey, some of them are like TIL, 300% in 3 days. Or they can take longer like DYN. But both these trades are literally automated trades that you could just check in on every now and then from the golf course. Clearly, these aren't stress-inducing day trades, which brings us to another very common question. How is this different from Oracle? Okay, it's a great question and one I can't wait to tackle, because Iris and Oracle couldn't possibly be more different. They couldn't be more different. Iris is swing trades, higher quality stocks that you can hold overnight and you can almost fully automate. Oracle is for day trading penny stocks, quick in and outs for massive gains. Now, if you have Oracle, and again, I owe Antonio a beer, you should have Iris in your tool chest. Ask about the bundle, okay? Now, for those of you that have neither, okay? You don't have Oracle, you don't have Iris. Here's your decision, okay? So if you're wondering which do I choose, okay? And it's a great question. They're both amazing, but they're completely different strategies. So I want to explain this. Actually, I'm going to drop another poll, one more poll. How many are interested, or I want to say, how many can't decide Iris or Oracle? So please, please answer that poll. How many of you are kind of struggling? Which one? Do I choose Iris or do I choose Oracle? I'll wait for some answers. So about a third of you are struggling with which. Okay. So here's the answer to that question. How busy are you? Okay. Do you have time to day trade? Like to watch really volatile stocks? These penny stocks move really fast. Okay. So looks like a lot of you are struggling with the time to day trade. So here's the answer to the question. If you're struggling with the time to day trade, you need Iris. That's the answer. Like if you can't sit at the computer all day, you need Iris. Now, if you have the time, then you should do both. You should do both. That's what I do, and that's what I recommend. So there's your answer. So in summary, Iris is swing trading, semi-automated trades that you don't have to look at every second of the day. And Oracle is day trading penny stocks that make crazy moves, but you got to keep an eye on them. Last part of that question is the best solution is both, okay? And you can talk to my team about both. So if you want both, drop your cell and ask about the bundle. Then, or again, if you already have Oracle, ask about the bundle. If you have neither of them, here is your decision. Is swing trading more attractive to you or day trading? That's the answer. Does that make sense? Did I explain that properly? One more poll, because you guys look like I get more answers in the polls than I do comments. Last poll, I promise. but the polls help me, because the polls help me, know what you guys are thinking. Like, I mean, obviously you hear my voice, but I don't know what you're thinking. There's 100 of you here. So the polls kind of help me understand like questions to answer and how to approach the webinar, etc. So Dustin says, how much is the bundle? Dustin, please talk to the team, because it depends on if you have lifetime or you have annual, etc. So Dustin, listen, guys, you can tell I'm direct. All right. Does anybody think I'm not a straight shooter? Okay. Over the last hour together, does anybody think I'm not a straight shooter? Okay. Like, I just say what I think. What I like about the cool thing about always telling the truth, like, I always tell the truth. The cool thing about always telling the truth is you don't have to remember anything that you said. Like, I've probably taught, here's the funny thing on this webinar. I've probably told stories. I've gave examples. I've talked about things. I don't even really remember a lot of the stuff we talked about on this webinar, but I don't need to. You know why I don't need to? Because I know that every single thing that I have said on this webinar is 100% the truth. You won't get that anywhere else. Some of you probably been on a bunch of these webinars and a bunch of BS and a bunch of crap. Like, I don't need to remember anything, because I know for the last hour, I haven't said a single thing that wasn't 100% the truth. So back to Dustin's question. Dustin, I'm not being evasive. It's just the bundle will vary depending on what you currently have, whether you're annual, whether you're lifetime, etc. Okay? So I'm not being evasive. I'm not dancing around the question. But the bundle is the best deal, and it's going to vary depending on if you're annual, if you're lifetime, etc. And as always, I don't need to worry about that being the truth, because it's the truth, and I don't have to remember a single thing that I said. So again, guys, here's the track record on Iris. We already kind of went over this. AMD 581%, Lattice Semiconductor 800%, Enphase Energy 3000%, 7 that went up over 1,000%. Next question is, how much money do I need to take these trades? We already went over this. You don't need a big account. I'm going to skip past this. And let's get right to it. Okay. So it sounds like most of you guys want Iris. Okay. So let's just get right to it. Let's talk about what it could take to join Iris. Now, listen, guys, I don't know if there's any spots left. Okay. Spots might all be filled. But as I mentioned, I only reopen access for a limited time to a limited number of new members. I said this earlier. Now, hopefully there's some spots left, but I don't know if there is. And again, I will give you the free trade alert. That's why I'm skipping ahead. A lot of you guys want the trade idea. This isn't some bait and switch. Okay. I do what I say I do. I always honor my commitments. There's nothing I value more than my honesty, integrity, and reputation. Some people are like, where's the free trade? I'm going to give you the free trade. Okay. I realize I get distracted easily. I'm a day trader. Okay. Like, it's easy. I got ADD. All right. This isn't some bait and switch. People complaining that they haven't got the free trade. I don't know what I have to tell you, that I always honor my word. I always honor my commitments. And there's nothing I value more than my honesty, integrity, and reputation. I will give you the free trade. We just kind of meandered off a few times. Okay. So when you join Iris Analytics today, if there's spots left, you get an AI generated watch list every night with the best stocks to trade every single night. Every single one of the stocks I've given out have come from this list. You get the full breakdown of all of the financials, everything you need to know. The AI, the watch list or the stock I'm going to give you today is this. And with so many opportunities knocking on your door every single night, I understand that you'll need some extra guidance. So every Monday night, I do a swing trade strategy session, going over trades. I talked about that on LUMN. So you're never alone. You can join me Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, going over this trades. We've gone out with the number one trade of the week has been Intel, CrowdStrike, Affirm, all massive movers, all delivered by the AI. We're going to be going over the number one stock of the week Monday night. Sorry. Monday night, you can be on that strategy session. You get handpicked alerts, options, trades, education. You can game plan with me live every single Monday night. So we'll go over that game plan together. We'll chart the trades, look at potential setups, forecast the week ahead, and build a new trade plan. In these sessions, you'll be in the driver's seat. You can ask me any single question. They're live trading webinars. You also get a masterclass. So to those of you joining now, please study the masterclass over the weekend. Please study the masterclass over the weekend. It's 10 videos and it teaches you everything about swing trading. Okay. So those of you joining right now, watch your email for the masterclass. Remember, guys, you also get 24/7 access to this. Okay. 24/7 access to the AI. A lot of you were typing in tickers, asking about stocks. You can start typing them in a minute from now. Literally a minute from now.
Conexión restablecida.
Have your own trade idea? 1 minute from now,
Conexión a
you
los
can type
datos
it
de
into this
mercado
AI, just like you
restablecida.
would Google. Just like we talked about with Palantir. A lot of you guys were asking about that stock. Listen, if you want to know what Palantir is going to do, just get Iris. A minute later, you'll have your login. Type the ticker in. It's just that easy, guys. Now we've upgraded to 4.0. So, guys, we got to the question a lot of you were asking. Some people said, if it's 50 grand, it's worth it. So, guys, the normal price of Iris is $5,000 a year. A year. One of you said they'd pay 50 grand. Guys, you can get it for 60% off the normal price, $5,000 a year, but only on this webinar and only if there's spots left. Like, I don't know if there's spots left or not. So I put the link in chat. There's also a button in chat, but I wouldn't wait. Because pretty soon that link is going to say spots filled. So when you go to that link, you'll see everything included. So if you're wondering what's included, what the price is, etc., go to that link right now. You'll see the track record. You'll see everything that's included. You can read through this to see everything that you get. You have 90 days to try it out. So if you're concerned, try it out. And you'll see that you can get access for $1,995 for an entire year, which is 60% off, limited memberships, only available on this webinar. Once the webinar ends, you got to wait for the next webinar in a month. I wouldn't wait. So it's all on that link, guys. Now, at some point, probably pretty soon here, that link is going to say spots full. I wouldn't wait. Now, some of you are asking lifetime option. We do have a lifetime option where you pay no recurring fees, but you do need to talk to the team, okay? So let me do this. Bundle upgrades or lifetime option, call 855-588-0169. So if you want the bundle, if you've already got Oracle and you want to bundle it, call the number. Or if you just want Iris and you want the lifetime option, you can also call the number, okay? Now, if you just want annual now, just click the link, assuming the spots aren't full. Now, remember at 10:19 a.m., 50 minutes ago, I warned you. So if the spots fill and you can't get in, you can't yell at me. So who wants all of that? You got a guarantee, 90 days to try it out. You get it for the lowest price it'll ever be, 60% off, only on this webinar. And pretty soon we're going to raise the price. If you join today, you don't worry about price increases, but the price is going to go up in about a month. So your destiny is calling. You need to pick up, you need to join. You can get everything that I've showed you. And if you're unsure what's included, all you have to do is click the link. Roderick, again, if you're part of Daily Income Trader, the Oracle system, please talk to the team about the bundle. So Roderick, maybe you got here late, but I've made this very clear. All of you that have Oracle in the Daily Income Trader system and you want to add Iris, please talk to the team and ask about the bundle, because it's a ridiculous discount. It's the best way to get it. Now, those of you that have neither and you want Iris, just click the link, assuming the link still works. The number's in chat. Hold on, let me get there. Okay, right there. So guys, the number is in chat, but it's also on screen. So I'll leave it on screen for a second. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to leave the number, and we've been together for about an hour. I got to hit the bathroom, okay? So I'm going to hit the bathroom, and I'll leave the number on the screen. Link is in chat, and the number's on the screen, okay? And then we'll go over the free trade alert, and I'll answer any questions, but don't wait. I don't want you to miss the spot. So, Perry, call the team. Perry, there's probably an option there. So guys, a lot of you are asking about kind of like getting started questions, etc. That's why the team's here, okay? So Perry, Scott, Mark, talk to the team. That's why they're here. They're great guys. So guys, let me look who's here today. So Zach, Steve, Sean, and Devin are here today. Okay? So guys, and I remember,